Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners. Why am I saying this right now? Because I'm about to do a reaction video. And if I do this reaction video, when I do this reaction video, I mean, more than likely it will be copyright claimed. So I am stating this, and it's going to be in the description below, that this exists so that way this act exists so that way I don't get in trouble. Basically. Okay, on to the video. Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to do another reaction video from the best reactor on the YouTube. Well, actually, let's count. There are like 4 reactors that I watch on YouTube. Not religiously, but, well, actually, I do watch Gator Martin every day. I have been for a while. Gator Martin, he's got 2 channels because one of his channels actually got deleted, and then he resolved that problem, and that channel actually, I believe, used to be called the Decepto Bros channel. Either that or it was Cooley's channel. I can't remember. Regardless, Gator Martin, Tyro Magnus. I used to watch the real rejects. I don't anymore. I haven't in a long time. I don't have anything against them. I just haven't watched their videos in forever. The other one is I'm trying to think. Oh, Blasphemous HD. I've also been watching him for like over 6 years. Yeah. I absolutely love Blasphemous HD. He's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. I forgot about him for some reason until just now. I haven't watched one of his videos. Maybe we'll do a reaction to one of his videos. Anyway, let's get on to the video. So today we're going to react to, like I said, another Gator video. And this is one I haven't seen. For sure. The last one I hadn't seen either. This is 10 Creepiest Audio Recordings reaction. Let's do it.
Sup? Yo, I don't know if I reacted to this or not. I remember reacting to like some creepy audio recordings, but I don't know if I reacted to this specific video.
89.9 WKCR is an FM radio station based in New York. One odd night in the year of 1995.
I think I remember this recording. I think I reacted.
The radio station went offline for approximately 3 minutes. During this time, it was said to have been hijacked by a bone.
I don't know if I've seen this. If I have, not this video. I'm talking about the actual video, not this reaction. If I have seen this, it's been a long time. But I do know that, I can't remember this channel, his name, the one he's reacting to. I do know that guy's voice is almost creepy for some reason. And I don't know why, but it kind of is.
Chilling female voice. Brace yourself. After the first 2 bars of music end, it's guaranteed to bring shivers down your spine.
Shit. What the fuck?
Following the initial override and heaving breathing, the mysterious voice begins to read out the name.
Hang on. That's not a voice. It kind of sounds like you took somebody's voice and you put it in Audacity and you changed the pitch so that way it just sounded like a bunch of noise. That's kind of what it sounds like to me.
Name and time of death.
I don't know how somebody could make that noise with their mouth. I don't know how somebody could do that. Seriously.
Of various people who lived in New York, the chant-like rhythm combined with the faint ring of chimes makes this second segment emulate a situation that is nothing less than demonic.
April 1988, we were married right at the Crawford Women Colony. October 1988, Morgan Chunick, father of Barbara, husband Rusty Barbara's dad. August 22nd, 1985,
Oh my god, that's creepy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, anybody
That's
listening to
creepy as
that?
fuck.
Just turn it off. And if you don't turn it off, that's your choice. You are choosing to listen to that. Me, I would have just turned it off and destroyed the whole device in which that's coming from. Deadass. And then I would probably have my ears checked out. I probably would have went deaf after that. I don't know.
Tulio.
The voice was never traced, nor was any major connection made between the names being read. This leaves the paranormal events as an outright shocking mystery. About 7 years ago, on March 9th, 2008, a 10-second clip of an eerie, unidentifiable voice was discovered in the midst of a historian's research, which dated all the way back to 1860. This recording was created using a phonograph, which was the bleeding edge of sound-based technology at the time. Compared to the audio we are used to today, this clip sounds nothing less than a demonic chant you would hear in your worst nightmare. In the midst of the faint and fuzzy audio, the unknown voice is barely singing the lyrics of a famous folk song. Up there,
Nothing like singing.
The mystery and the historical age of this clip make it downright frightening. The original Night Stalker is a name that was given to a brutally evil man who ferociously raped 50 women and killed
50 women. You fucking monster. I do like what they did with the Night Stalker and American Horror Story in 1984. If you've never seen American Horror Story, turn this fucking video off right now and go watch American Horror Story. Great show. Great fucking show. But if you don't know, 1984, season 9, I think, of American Horror Story was about, it was basically a homage to 80s, the 80s. A lot of really, really 80s stuff in there. 80s music, 80s clothes, 80s everything. But it was pretty cool because Ryan Murphy was paying homage to a lot of 80s horror. And there was some cool shit in there. And yeah, he threw the Night Stalker in there. He also threw a bunch of references to like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. Really cool season. But what they did was they put the Night Stalker in there as pretty much the main villain, or if not the main villain, the second villain. And American Horror Story is always crazy. Always. Great show.
Raping is already evil in itself.
Yeah, But 50 women? That's too much.
But
That's
50 women?
One is too much. One rape is too much.
That's a lot. Fuck. I really, 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 really hope that the life after death, something, if there's no justice, if they didn't, like, for all these bad people out here, all these evil people out here, excuse me, that currently are still doing bad things and are living, excuse me, and the ones that died, that did it in the past, I really hope there's a special place for y'all after
hell.
death. Because
There's a special place in hell, right? At the deepest darks, in the fiery pits of hell. There's a special place in hell for murderers and rapists. I'll leave it at that.
I know when I die, I don't want to have a neighbor that's killed, 200 people in 2 months. Like, what? Oh.
Hang on, Gator. I don't even know if that's scientifically possible. I don't know if you could kill 200 people in 2 months. I don't know. I wonder if anybody's ever done that. I wonder what serial killer has the most kills. I wonder.
Or maybe
I
after
have fun with
death,
that?
everything is just, I don't know. Really, after death is just a mystery until you die. But, like,
That's true.
all I'm saying is, I don't want to have a neighbor that's killed, 200 people in 2 months. I don't really know what's going to happen after death, but I pray I'm sure.
Anything.
Does anybody else hate it when somebody says after somebody dies that they're in a better place? I, for one, cannot stand that because I don't believe in God or heaven, hell. I don't believe in any of that shit. I don't know what's out there. I'm not really an atheist. I'm more on the agnostic side of things, but I just hate it when people say that. Like, my uncle just passed away a few weeks ago, and it was terrible. It was awful. But nobody said that. Nobody came up to me and said he's in a better place. Because if they did, I don't know if I could handle that. I might have to punch you in the face if you come up to me and tell me that so-and-so is in a better place. I might have to punch you. No, but for real, I seriously don't like it when people say that.
Victims over a 10-year time span. Before each of these gruesome acts, the Night Stalker would often leave muffled, horrifying messages on a victim's answering machine. Here is one of the recordings that police believe to have linked to the original Night Stalker.
This video probably not gonna get monetized. He get one off. What would y'all have done if, say I'm the type of person that if I don't recognize the number, I'm gonna just not answer it.
Right.
I'm gonna just let you waste your time calling me, unless you leave me a detailed message. But even then, if the message isn't, You know what I mean? But let me know what would you all have done?
I would be like, fuck you. You ain't gonna kill me. Well, he wouldn't be after me anyway because I don't think he was into dudes. He was into raping women. God, that's fucked up. 50 women. I think he also did... I know he killed people. But I'm sure that he also... I think he also did sacrifice, like, ritual, like, sacrifices to the devil or some other crazy shit like that. God, that's fucked up.
If somebody calls you, left you a voice message, and he said that or she said that, I'm watching my back 24/7. I'm not trusting nobody.
The Night Stalker was never convicted and is still out there today.
You're lying. You're lying. All mothers?
Whoa, that's not true. That's not true. Somebody needs to get their information right. Because the Night Stalker was convicted. I don't know when this video was recorded. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause the video right now and look it up. Because he's wrong. The Night Stalker. Yeah, Richard Ramirez. He was convicted. When was he convicted? He was into Satanism and the occult. When was he convicted, though? Yeah. He got arrested in 84. He died in 2013. He's dead now.
On mothers. You lying. Okay. Whenever you hear me say on mothers, damn, I'm from Maryland, right in DMV. Shouts out to y'all. But like that's like saying, you know, like right hand on the Bible type stuff. You know what I mean? Like on mothers. So whenever you hear me say that, like I'm dead ass. Like
Poison Ivy, man.
he's still out there. God damn.
He's not.
You know what's crazy?
He's dead.
I don't know what he looks like. He probably perfected this shit in the sense that he may look like a regular person. Jesus.
It's frightening to consider the possibility that your answering machine could contain a similar message any day now.
I'll be fucked.
When considering the possibility of aliens and parallel dimensions, it becomes very easy to dismiss it all as mere fiction. The following clip is between a public radio broadcast.
So we just want no, we just not gonna glance over it. Is this real? Is this a real image? Or is it like, you know, from a show or a movie?
That just looks like a fucking doll.
Because if that's real, holy shit.
Between a public radio broadcast and an unknown caller based in military facility, Area 51, proves to be very different. The psychotic and emotional atmosphere of panic and sincerity of terror in the caller's voice is either incredible acting or the introduction to a harsh reality the human race always wishes to dismiss so quickly: the discovery of aliens.
Hello, Art. Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
So it's 2023, and I believe a few months ago, a whistleblower came out and actually confirmed that aliens are real, or something like that. It was confirming that UFOs, or what are they also called, ATIs now? I don't know. Fucking stupid to change the name after all these years. It's a fucking UFO. Are actually real, which I find to be pretty awesome. I remember I talked about this with my uncle, and he was like, Because I was like, well, what if aliens come here, do some crazy shit, and they kill us all? And he was like, that'd be awesome. And I was like, no, the fuck, it would not be awesome.
Well, look, let's begin by finding.
Okay, this is the one. I've heard. Okay, is this the one? I've heard Area 51 type of stuff, audio recording years ago, and I don't know if this is. It's I don't know
Whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago. They're gonna, they'll triangulate on this position really, really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are, they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact.
I feel like he doing a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't like the way that he's got, like, so much panic in his voice. That's freaky.
Of unnecessary talk. He just need to get straight to the point, considering that he don't have that much time.
With, they are not what they claim to be. I started getting.
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
Is it the government or?
I don't know. The caller claims that the aliens are actually extra-dimensional beings, and they are not what they claim to be, which means that they are able to access a dimension we are unable to decipher. The fact that science is still catching up to these complex areas of study leaves us to ask ourselves, are we constantly surrounded by invisible extraterrestrial entities that we fear so greatly? Vladimir Komarov was a Russian astronaut who made a journey into space that was cut short due to the botched construction and inspection of the spaceship prior to launch. He spent 17 orbits in a freezing cold, permanently rotating capsule, which lacked power and stabilization. This clip is Komarov's final transmission to one of the leaders of the expedition, named Alexei Kosygin, during his lethal fall toward Earth, cursing at the people who put him inside a flawed spaceship.
Hey, quick question. I just finished watching either it's called Look Up or Don't Look Up with what's the actor's name? Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
Never seen it.
And some other great actresses. But what would you all have done? Would you try to get on the spoiler alert? Would you all have tried to get like on a spaceship, or would you just?
Hey guys, what's up? Back. Took a little break, but I'm here to finish the video. All right, let's do it.
Call like 2,000 people. Would you just? I don't know. Part of me would just stay back with my loved ones and just spend every second of it that I can. But like to see an actual comet the size of Mount Everest coming, like just see that shit with your own eyes coming towards Earth. Like you see that shit coming towards Earth.
Fuck that.
Hey man. Jesus.
Listening to the final words of Komarov, combined with the beeps of nothingness, is horrifying in its own way by observing such a tragic death. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration teams have various posts stationed in the deep sea to assist with research and anticipate natural disasters.
Ain't no way in hell I could ever be stationed anywhere, but especially in the deep sea. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Disasters, such as tsunamis. On rare occasions, the recordings found by these posts will pick up mysterious sounds that are archived and labeled unidentified. One of the strangest unidentified sounds contained in these archives has been given the name Julia.
So they don't know what this is.
This humane, eerie, woman-like voice, combined with the fact that less than 5% of the ocean has been explored, leads us to the...
That shit is crazy to me. Actually, I thought it was 10%, less than 10% of the ocean. But it's only less than 5%? That's insane. It really is. As much as we go to the ocean, as much as people explore the ocean, only 5% of it has been discovered. Crazy shit.
The terrifying reality that entities with behavior completely unknown to humans may be lurking in the uncharted depths of the ocean.
I wonder what would happen if somebody just decided, if Qatar was strong enough or Avatar was strong enough to just lift up, let's say lift up the whole Pacific Ocean. Just lift it up for a few seconds. What will we see? Oh my God. Something out of this world, though.
During the Vietnam War, the Vietnamese belief was that the dead must be buried in their homeland, or their soul will wander aimlessly in pain and suffering. Vietnamese feel that if a person is improperly buried, then their soul wanders constantly. The U.S. used this against them by recording ghostly sounds and voices, which they hoped would impersonate dead, wandering Vietnamese soldiers.
Fuck. That is terrifying.
That's messed up. I wanna go to the moon.
The sense of torture and emotion instilled in the ghost's voice, combined with the story, makes this recording genuinely sinister. We must think about the torture and torment the Vietnamese must have been going through by having this ghostly, religiously offensive clip constantly play through the cold, dark tunnels throughout the war. Very creepy indeed. The unexplored secrets of our galaxy will always be mysterious to us as humans. The Cassini spacecraft is a ship that was sent to Saturn in 2004. Since then, it has been recording various data about the planet, completely new to us. During this expedition, the spacecraft has been detecting intense radio emissions from the planet. These signals have been compressed to become audible to the human ear, and this is the result.
I think that's scary.
God,
I actually think that's awesome.
God damn, that sounds like,
I actually think that's pretty awesome, to be honest.
like people screaming.
It does.
In really, really bad, excruciating pain. That sounds horrific. I wonder what Earth sounds like.
Now that sounds much like an audio track from a sci-fi horror movie prior to a murder. It's shocking to think about how little we know about space and what's actually going on out there. One of the most heart-wrenching stories...
That's not shocking. That's not shocking. Not Earth. It's shocking when you know what is shocking? the fact that we know little, very little about the ocean.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's on the same planet that we live on for centuries. But it's not shocking that we know like very little about space. It's space. It's endless. That would be kind of shocking if we did learn a lot, damn near everything about space. Because how could you when it's continuously when it's still like I guess growing or getting bigger, but it's still like it's just a lot of things that's unknown, and we've been here for so long.
Is of the Jonestown Massacre. The People's Temple was a cult led by Jim Jones, which held approximately 1,000 people. Jones isolated his followers at a place informally named Jonestown and promised them a utopian society where...
I watched that documentary on Jonestown, and there was not many survivors. There was a few on there talking about it. It's pretty fucked up. A lot of crazy shit went down there.
Everything would be equal. In the end, Jones' narcissistic and extremist religious beliefs led him to killing over 900 people, including children, with cyanide-infused Kool-Aid. The following is the clip of Jones' last words while he brutally committed mass genocide among his followers.
I'll tell you, I don't care how many trees you hear, I don't angry cries. Death is 1,000,000 times preferable to 10 more days of this life. If you knew what was ahead of you, if you knew what was ahead of you, you'd be glad that he's stepping over tonight.
Jim chose to kill all the children first. The cries from the children slowly dying from the inside out is frightening and sickening enough, but it gets worse following Jim's last words.
How can it get any worse? My God.
Dangerous suicide, which is an act of revolutionary suicide protesting the conditions of an inhumane world.
Cluck you to the max, and over the max. Because who are you to tell someone who lives or dies? God, I really hope that there's a special place for these people, please.
After Jim speaks his final words and the poison was finally setting in, you can clearly hear a very alarming demonic growl, followed by faint demonic chants. Once everyone was confirmed dead, Jim Jones would take his own life by shooting himself in the head. It's not a surprise that an act as disgusting as this can awaken the presence of evil supernatural beings.
That is such a cheap out. That is such...
Yeah.
I would do that. Commit mass murders and then kill themselves. No, nigga. You need to accept the consequences. I don't care. At that point, you killing all of those people.
Before he did that, before he killed himself, he radioed to his son, who was back in the States playing basketball. I forgot it was. It was some code. We need to visit somebody. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he didn't do it. His son, adopted son, is still alive to this day. And the story I heard was that at first it started off as a normal religion, a cult, whatever you want to call it. And then he just kind of went mad and, killed over 900 people. It's fucking crazy motherfucker.
You getting a death sentence. I don't care. I don't care if y'all don't do it. I'm killing you myself. That is just unforgivable. God damn. So what is genocide? I hear that every so often, but What is genocide? Is that when you kill like a lot of people in one place? I don't know what that is. But to do all of that and then kill yourself, no. You're not about to get away with something like that. Nope. I might, nah. What do you all think he deserves?
He got what he
if he were still alive. If somebody came to you,
public hanging,
caught him, and he was right in front of your face, and somebody said, "What do you think he deserves? What is his consequence for killing? What is that? 900 or over 900 people?
A lot of people.
Let me know that in the comments.
Too many
below.
people.
Jesus.
The WOW radio signal detected by astronomer Jerry Amon while he was taking part in an extraterrestrial investigation using a radio telescope. During the investigation, a signal was discovered coming from deep space in the constellation of Sagittarius. Here is a snippet of the recording.
Freaky. But again, kind of cool. I like stuff from space. Creepy recordings
So far,
from
no
Saturn
astronomer
I found
has
to
ever
be
been able to
more
pick up a signal remotely
interesting
close to
creepy.
this one. The scariest part is the fact that the signal was transmitted from one of the emptiest places imaginable in space. So if a signal is emitted from a location that contains no actual structures, it would be from some floating object, leading people to believe it could have been some sort of spaceship. This recording proves to be the best evidence yet for extraterrestrial existence.
It's some weird, creepy, paranormal, demonic, evil.
I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. The video will be in the description below. Subscribe to Gator's channel, and I don't know the channel that made this video, but thanks for watching.